the hell? This is unreal. Not playing. Trust me, not playing. Trust me, not playing. Get off the stage. She's not going to run the hurdles tonight. I didn't know that was coming. Anyway, our first presentation this evening is a little bit of comedy starring James Hamilton, Diane Beavers, and Carol Mossbaum. Enjoy. Please welcome Jim, Diana, and Carol.
Well, good evening. I heard earlier tonight that you're going to have the people who had a lot of talent up here on the stage. Well, we're here to contradict that. We tried to get some professional comics to come up, but they got us instead. We're each going to tell you a joke, so here's my first one. There were three old ladies sitting on a park bench. It's a nice, wonderful day, calm, beautiful weather. They're sitting there, and this guy walks up in front of them, standing right next to them practically, whips open his raincoat, and underneath it, the only thing he's wearing is a smile. The first lady had a stroke. The second lady had a stroke. The third lady couldn't quite reach that far.
I'm going to tell you a story about Alice. Alice goes to bed. She's taken Pookie, her prize dog, with her. So she's in the waiting room, and comes Dr. Brown. And he said, well, Mrs. Adams, I haven't seen you in a long time. Are you okay? And she said, yeah. He says, what's wrong with Pookie? And she said, nothing. He is the light of my life. And he says, so why are you here? She says, well, every night we go to bed. He jumps up on the end of the bed. He starts to snore. And he wakes me up. And she said, is there anything we can do about him snoring? And he said, oh, I got the perfect thing. She sets him on the table. Dr. Brown leaves. He comes back and he says, here's what you do. You see this little yellow ribbon? When Pookie falls asleep, you very carefully, don't wake him up, very carefully roll him over. You tie a little ribbon around his male parts, and then you roll him back. He'll breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and he won't snore. Come on, Doc, you don't expect me to believe that. I'm telling you, it works. And if it doesn't work, the next time you come back, the visit's on me. Okay, so that night she goes to bed, she puts her little red ribbon in her nightstand, she reads her last verse of the Bible, Pookie jumps up on the bed, she turns the light off, they fall asleep, and guess what? Pookie starts to snore. She turns the night light on and she says, I don't buy it, but what do I got to lose? So she very, very carefully, she rolls him over, she ties a little bow around him. He breathes in, he breathes out. Doesn't snore. Breathes in, breathes out, and doesn't snore. She says, I don't get it, but hey, it works for me. Turns the light off, goes to sleep. Well, about 1 a.m., her drunken husband, who's been down at the bar at the corner, comes in. He sneaks in the bedroom nice and quiet, drops his clothes on the floor, climbs the bed. Guess what? He starts to snore. So she says, well, damn it, if it works for the dog. So she searches all over the house. She can't find a yellow ribbon. So she finds a red ribbon. So she says, well, what do I got to lose? Carefully pulls the covers open and above him and says, ties a little red ribbon around him. He breathes in, he breathes out. Breathes in, breathes out. He doesn't snore. She says, I don't get it, but it works for me. She goes back to bed. Well, Harry's, who's been hanging out at the bar all night, guess what? He's gonna pee. So he gets up, he knocks the covers off, knocks the dog on the floor. They both go waddling into the bathroom. He flips the light on. He looks down. He looks at the dog. The dog looks at him. They look at each other, and he says, I don't know where we were tonight, but you won first prize and I won second.
Okay, there was this newlywed couple, and the next morning the lady called her mom, and she said, I found out that John only has 1 foot. Her mother said, oh, that's okay, your dad only has 4 inches.
There are 2 ladies that are sitting on a park bench. Sounds kind of like the first joke. One of them is smoking a cigarette, and it starts to rain. So she reaches in her purse and pulls out a condom, snips the tip of it off, slides it over her cigarette, and continues to smoke. A gal, when she's with her there, is very impressed. She goes to the pharmacist and said, I need to get some condoms. The pharmacist said, well, I need more information than that. They come in sizes like small, medium, and large, and you get them in colors and stuff. And the gal said, well, I don't know about that, but it has to be big enough to fit over a camel.
Hooked up here. Okay. All right. 3 dogs are sitting in the waiting room. And they're in the beds, and they're waiting at the waiting room. And the Great Dane looks down at the Schnauzer, and he says, what are you in for? The Schnauzer says, well, it's a long story. I screwed up. He says, why? What'd you do? He said, well, Sassy, the little dachshund next door, we've been buddies running up and down against the fence. And he said, she comes in heat. Yeah, so? Well, I dug a hole under the fence, went over, knocked her up. She had puppies last week. So the Dane says, yeah, so? So what are you in here for? He says, well, I'm in here to be neutered. Ooh, that's awful. So he looks over at the poodle and he says, and what are you in here for, buddy? And he says, well, he says, there's this really pretty miniature collie lives across the street, Lassie. And he says, we really don't get to see each other very often except when we're walking. And he said, she wouldn't heat. He said, I jumped over the fence, ran across the street, pushed my way through the sliding glass door, or the screen door, and he said, and I jumped her. And the Great Dane says, yeah, so? What are you in here for? He says, well, I'm in here to be neutered. Ooh, that's awful. So they finally look at the Dane and they say, all right, so what are you in here for? And he says, well, I don't walk on grass and I don't play in the yard. He says, I live with my mistress. We live in a high-rise condo neighborhood. He says, the only time we go out, we go for jogs, we go for walks. He said, place is immaculate. She's neat as a pin. Yeah, so he says, well, one day I'm just trotting down the hallway, and because she's a neat freak, she had just gotten out of the bathtub. So she's leaning over the bathtub, cleaning the bathtub out, and he said, she looked so good to me. He said, I jumped her. And they both go, we know what you're in here for. Yep, I'm here to get my nails stripped.
Okay, there was these 2 gals, and every Friday night they went out, and one night they stayed a little bit longer, and they were coming home, and they had to use the bathroom, and there wasn't anything open. So they saw a cemetery, and they said, well, we'll stop at the cemetery. And so they did. And the first one said, I didn't have any paper, I had to use my panties. And the second one, well, said, I didn't either. She said, I used some flowers off a grave. So they went home, and the next morning the husband called. They were married, not like us. The husband called the other husband and said, you know, I've had it. This is too much. She came home with no panties on. The other one said, you're lucky. She came home with a cord up her butt and said, it's from the fire department. We miss you.
Okay, there's a third grade teacher who was talking to her class in there, talking about vocabulary, and she said, I want one of you to use the word fascinate. Well, little Mary raised her hand. She's called on her, and Mary said, you know, I find your lessons to be fascinating. She said, well, that's really good. It's similar to the word, but the word is fascinate. So she called on another gal. She said, I saw a TV program last night. I was really fascinated. He said, no, that's not the word. The word is fascinate, not fascinated. Little Johnny was waving his hand. She said, oh, Lord, I'm going to take a chance. She called on Johnny, and Johnny said, my Aunt Betty has a sweater that has 10 buttons, but her tits are so big she can only fascinate.
Danny and Sammy are best friends. They met at the gym. And they have stressful jobs. So every night after dinner, they go along the tidal basin and they jog together. So they meet, they jog under the cherry blossoms and anything that's going on for the season. So they're running along and they're talking, and all of a sudden they stop dead. And Sammy says, you see that dog? And Danny says, yeah, we can go around it. No, did you see that dog? And he said, yeah, what about it? Well, do you see what he's doing? And Sammy said, yeah, I see what he's doing. What's your point? He says, he's licking himself. And Danny says, yeah. He said, oh, I wish I could do that. And Sammy said, oh yeah, me too.
Okay. This lady came over from Europe, and it's kind of customary in Europe that they don't shave under their arms sometimes. And she decided to go out, and she got dressed in her black sleeveless top. And she went to a bar, and she decided to sit at the bar, and she ordered to drink. The bartender came over and said, what would you like? And she said, oh, I think I want one of those over there. And he brought it, and there was a drunk sitting at the bar, at the end of the bar, and he said, I'd like to buy a ballerina a drink. And he said, okay. So she finished her drink, and the bartender went back, and he said, would you like to have another one? She said, no, I think, and she raised her arm, she said, I think I'd like to try one of those over there. And so he brought it, and the drunk at the end of the bar said, I'd like to buy the ballerina all of her drinks tonight. Bartender said, oh, you know her? He said, no, I've never seen her before in my life. He said, well, how'd you know she was a ballerina? He said, any lady that can lift her leg that high has got to be a ballerina.
Now, I don't want a big round of pleasure. No, I'm going to leave you with a line. Do you know what the prostitute says to her customer as he's leaving? She says, it's a business to win pleasure with you.
That's all, folks.
Hi.
comedy team called Abbott and Costello. Some of you know who that is. They created a skit based on baseball where they renamed the players funny names, unusual names. It's a very fast-moving script, so listen very closely to the words. And at the end, hold your applause or throw and the tomato throwing. Okay? The third member of our team will come out, and the third member will have some closing remarks.
All right.
Okay, so hold your applause until the third member makes closing remarks.
Yeah, that's what I want. Hey,
Peanuts, popcorn, cracker jacks, condoms, toenail.
Love baseball. Well, we all love baseball. When you the St. Louis, will you tell me the guys' names on the team so I go to see them in that St. Louis ballpark? I'll be able to know those fellas. Well, now, is it all right, folks? Oh, and shit, now I'm going to pass those names. As long as it's okay with the right about baseball. Now, will you stand still? Pick up your hat. Don't pick up your hat. Okay. Now, then you'll go and tell your popcorn and don't interrupt the act anymore. Yes, you're right. You know, strange may seem they give ball players nowadays very peculiar names. Funny names, nicknames. But not as funny as my name, Sebastian Dinwiddie. Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely. Yes, now, on the St. Louis team, we have who's on first, what's on second. I don't know who's on third. That's what I want to find out. I want you to come in and answer the fellows on the St. Louis team. I'm telling you, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third. You know the fellow's names? Yes. Well, then who's playing first? Yeah. I mean, the fellow's name on first base. Who? The fellow playing first base for St. Louis. Who? The guy on first base. Who is on first? Well, what are you asking me for? I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, who is on first? I'm asking you who's on first. That's the man's name. That's whose name? Yeah. Well, go ahead and tell me. Who? The guy on first. Who? The first base. Who is on first? Now, you got a first baseman on first. Certainly. Then who's playing first? Absolutely. When you pay off the first base for every month, who gets the money? Every dollar of it. Well, I'll pay it entitled to it. Who is that? So who gets it? Why, sure me. Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it. Whose wife? Yeah. After all, the man earns it. Who does? Absolutely. Well, I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base? Oh, no, what is on second base? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? That's what I'm trying to find out. Don't change the way. I'm not changing nobody. Take it easy. What's the guy's name on first base? What's the guy's name on second base? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. Who's on third? We're not talking about him. How did I get on third base? You mentioned his name. If I mention a third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third? No, who's playing first? Stay off of first, will you? Now, what's the guy's name on third base? Who's on second? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. Who's on third? There I go, back on third again. Well, I can't change their names. Will you please stay on third base, Mr. Broadhurst? Now, what is it you want? What is the fella's name on third base? What is the fella's name on second base? I'm not asking you who's on second, who's on first. I don't know. Third base. You got an outfield? Oh, sure. St. Louis has got a good outfield? Absolutely. The left fielder's name? Why? I don't know. I just thought I'd ask. Well, I just thought I'd tell you. Then tell me who's playing left field. Who is playing first? Stay here in the infield. How much time is that? I want to know what's the first name of left field. What is on second? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. Third base. Take it easy, man. And the left fielder's name? Why? Because. Oh, he's center fielder. Will you pick up your hat, please? Pick up your hat and stop this. Oh, wait, yes. You got a pitcher on a team. Would this be a fine team without a pitcher? I don't know. Tell me the pitcher's name. Tomorrow. You know what? Coming today? I'm telling you, man. Go ahead. Tomorrow. What time? What time what? What time tomorrow? You're going to tell me who's pitching? Who is not pitching? Who is on break? You all run, you sleep with us. I want to know what's the pitcher's name. What's on second? I don't know. You got a catcher? Yes. Catcher's name. Today. And tomorrow's pitcher. Now you got it. That's all. St. Louis has got a couple of days on the team. No, I can't help that. All right. What do you want me to do? Got a catcher? Yes. I'm a good catcher too, you know. I know that. I would like to play for the St. Louis team. Well, I'd like to raise that out. I would like to catch. Now, I'm being a good catcher. Tomorrow's pitching on the team and I'm catching. Yes. Tomorrow throws the ball and the guy up bunts the ball. Yes. Now, when he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I want to throw the guy out of first base, so I pick up the did not. I said I throw the ball to Nashville. You don't. You throw it to who? Nashville, yes. So I throw the ball to first base and Nashville gets it. Oh, you throw the ball to first base. And who gets it? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I throw the ball to Nashville. You throw the who? Nashville plays that way. That's what I'm saying. No, I throw the ball to first base and who gets it? He better get it. No, don't get excited. Take it easy. Good. Now I throw the ball to first base, whoever it is drops the ball, so the guy runs to second. Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it? I don't know. And what throws it back to tomorrow? A triple play. Another guy gets up and it's a long fly ball to big cause. Why? I don't know. He's on third, and I don't care. I said, I don't care. Oh, that's a shortstop.
Well, I don't know who's on first, who's on second, but what I do know, you come with me, baby, I'll teach you how to get to home plate.
And they're back with popular demand. It's Carol Mossbaum and as Roseanne Roseannadanna, what the hell is that? And Val Hirsch as her sidekick Jane. Please welcome Carol and Van.
Hottest tickets in New York these days is for the treasures of Tutankhamun, the Egyptian king who died in 1325 BC. The ancient relics that were buried with the boy king are on display at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And here to report on this exhibition is correspondent Roseanne Roseannadanna.
Jersey writes in and says, "Dear Roseanne Roseannadanna, I keep reading about King Tut. Who is this Tut? What's so special about this Tut? Did you see Tut? Should I see Tut? What kind of name is Tut? Did you know that Tut spelled backwards still spells Tut? Do you think that Tut will ever come to my town? Mr. Fader, this king got enough problems being dead. Don't make it worse by making him go to New Jersey." Mr. Fader, you wrote to the right lady. Because I, Roseanne Roseannadanna, went to the Metropolitan Museum of Art right here in New York City to see the Tut exhibit. And I really learned a lot of neat things. You know, Mr. Fader, the Egyptians believe that when you die, you're not really dead. You just go to another place. So they bury people with all their stuff so they don't have to shop when they get there. Anyways, this King Tut was just a kid when he died, but they buried him with some very expensive pottery bowls and some razzle-dazzle golden masks, and even his very own cute little teeny tiny chair. But then I said to myself, Roseanne Roseannadanna, if this tiny chair is here in the Metropolitan Museum of Art, that means that little Tut is walking around in the afterlife with no place to sit down. So he's been standing around for 3,000 years. So anyways, I was walking around and looking at everything, and like in this one glass case, they had this little King Tut's fancy gold plate or something. And I was trying to get a close look at it, pressing my nose up against the guy glass and fogging it up with my breath and everything, wiping it off and fogging it up again. When I noticed my tongue was all green from eating this Clorets mint to give me good breath. And I kept trying to scrape the green off of with my teeth like this, you know, like that. And then my teeth got green on them. I tried to scrape that. I thought I was gonna die. Here I am in this ritzy culture museum with a green thumb. But do you know what really makes me sick? Did you ever look underneath your tongue? It's all blue and white and thick and it's real soft and bumpy, and it's got this real thin piece of skin that you're always afraid it's gonna rip if you open your mouth and eat it. Shut up. conversation, and you start talking about the inside of your mouth. Well, Jan, it just goes to show you. It's always something, and it's not one thing, it's enough. If you can't get tickets to the dot exhibit, or you got a green tongue. It's just like the little fable that I used to hear before I went to bed at night. It's a very happy story that was told to me by my optimistic aunt, Roseanne Roseannadanna. It's called The Fox and the Grapes. Once upon a time, there was this little fox, and one day he saw this bunch of grapes that was hanging from a tree. Well, the fox jumped and jumped and jumped, but because he wanted to eat the grapes, but he couldn't reach them. So he went out and bought himself a wooden stool. He put it under the tree, climbed up on the stool, and reached up, but he fell off, and the little fox died.
That's a happy story.
It's a great story, Jane. It's a classic. Gosh, what Jane don't know is, this little fox just happened to be an Egyptian little fox. So they buried him with the grapes and the wooden stool. And they didn't put that stool in no Metropolitan Museum of Modern Art, so at least that little fox had a place to sit down. My little Roseanne Roseannadanna. That's the news. Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.
The gentleman supposedly is Warren Beatty. Please welcome Nancy Stassi, Diane Frutel, Carolyn Goldstein, Bev Carroll, and Pat McCullough. And our own Warren Beatty, Tom Tye. Here we go, folks.
Your stomach was outbreak high. You had one eye in the mirror as you watched yourself go apart. And all the girls dreamed that they'd be your partner, they'd be your partner, and you're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. But you gave away the things you love, and one of them was me. I had some dreams, they were clouds in my coffee, clouds in my coffee, and you're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. Song is about you. You're so vain.
For our next act, we promise you live entertainment. So today our very own Belle Hirsch is singing The Wind Beneath My Wings. She's going to explain her song herself. She'll be right out.
Hi there. You have to all root for me because I'm very nervous.
Oh, yeah, you're great.
So I'm ready to tell you why I chose this song. I told Pat and she said we should share that. This is May. May is Mother's Day. And for mothers and fathers. When my daughter was 16 years old, she was a budding artist. She was in high school. And she was doing a watercolor abstract for me for Mother's Day. And when she gave it to me, she had written the words to this song, all of them. And that was Happy Mother's Day. Several years later, she asked me, and I sang this song at the reception at her wedding while the bride danced with her father. So this is a very special song. So let's start. Go, Mike.
You were content to
o'clock tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
So I know. Everybody say a little prayer for him. We hope he's doing fine. So, in order to continue the show, Seb had one day.
Oh, my
So
God.
please bear with him if he doesn't know all the words. He really tried hard to make it a success. Okay, enjoy.
Way to sell it out.
Seriously, just for a moment. One of the great art exhibits ever to tour the United States is the Treasures of Tutankhamun, or King Tut. But I think it's a national disgrace the way we have commercialized it with trinkets and toys, t-shirts and posters. And about 3 months ago I was up in the woods and I wrote a song. I tried to use the ancient modalities and melodies. I would like to do it for you right now. Maybe we can all learn it. Now when he was a young man, he never thought he'd see people stand in line to see the boy king. How would you get so funky? Did you do the monkey? Now if I had known, then line up just to see, I'd taken all my money and bought me a museum. Buried with the donkey. He's my favorite monkey. He ate a crocodile. He gave his life for tourism. He's an Egyptian. Now when I die, I don't think I'm a nut. No one no fancy funeral, just one like old King Tut. He could have won a Grammy, buried in his jammies. Tondo made a stoner.
After tonight, I'm retired. I really am.
Hello, I'm Mary Muffin. And I'm Heidi Hotcakes. And you're listening to Delicious Dish on National Public Radio. Now, Heidi, it's the Christmas season again, our favorite time of the year. That's right. Holiday time and Christmas is one of the most wonderful culinary times of the year, when wishes can come true. Oh. And what's on your Christmas list? What are you wishing for?
Well, Heidi, I got really greedy this year.
I'm wishing for a big wooden bowl, oversized index cards, and a funnel.
A funnel?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
I feel like a glutton, yeah. So what are you eating?
I am asking Santa for only one thing.
Oh.
And it's a large box of glue traps for my excessive rat problem.
Oh.
Now, are you going to leave any treats out for Santa this year?
Yes, I am. I typically leave rice and tap water. If Santa's digestive system is anything like mine, Christmas holiday treats play havoc with it.
I can't leave any food out in my apartment because I have an excessive rat problem. Well, Christmas is a time of traditional foods and bite-sized treats. And we have a very special guest here today, Mary.
That's right, Heidi. He is the owner of his own holiday bakery, and it has a very clever name, Season's Eatings.
Oh, that is funny. That is clever.
I know it rhymes with Season's Greetings.
Well, please welcome the owner of Season's Eatings, Pete Schweddy.
Welcome, Pete. I like the name of your store.
Thanks for having me.
Now, did I pronounce your name correctly?
Yes, you did. Pete Schweddy.
Well, Pete, Heidi and I have really been looking forward to you coming on our show because we know that you're the master of all kinds of Christmas goodies. Please tell us about them.
There are lots of great treats at Season's Eatings. And especially our fruitcake, our zucchini bread. But what I like to pull out this time of year are my Schweddy Balls.
Tell us about your balls, Pete.
At Season's Eatings, we have balls for every occasion. Popcorn balls, cheese balls, rum balls, you name it.
Oh, my mouth is watering just thinking about your balls.
I haven't seen any balls in years.
Would you like to see my balls?
Sure, whip them out.
Yeah, whip them out. Oh, wow.
Wow.
You have some beautiful balls.
Oh my goodness. Okay, gosh, they're bigger than I expected.
Yeah, a lot of people tell me that.
Look at that, Heidi, the way they glisten.
They do.
That's because I make sure that I use a lot of oil on them.
Well, Pete, I can't help but notice, though, that they're a little bit misshapen.
That's because I rested them too long on a hot oven.
Can I touch your balls, Pete?
Go ahead, but be careful. They're very delicate.
Wow, I can't wait to get my mouth around these balls.
Oh, I like the way your balls smell.
good. Oh, so tender. Oh.
Well, there's no beating my balls.
Oh, there's nothing like a sweaty ball.
Good times.
They're made from our secret Schweddy recipe. So enjoy.
Oh, I am.
I am. I'm gonna get some more.
I guess. Oops, there's Carl, our producer up there. He's gesturing to us. It must be time to wrap this up.
I guess that's all the time we have, Heidi. But please join us next week when the topic will be that other favorite holiday treat,
Fragrant, salty nuts. Want some balls?
And a quick plug. For the Christmas season, we're having a special. If you order soon, you can get a sack of my balls for your home celebrations.
Great idea, Pete. I have so many lady friends that would love your balls.
I do too. I have a lot of friends at the ASGA club in the villages. They would love sacks of these balls.
Send them down.
Sweaty balls.
Thanks,
Sweaty balls. This is very good. Pete, your balls are terrific.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can be, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I can shoot a partridge with a single cartridge.
I can get a sparrow with a bow and arrow.
I can live on bread and cheese.
And only on that,
Yes.
so can a rat.
Any note you can reach, I can go higher.
I can sing anything higher than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
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 No, you can't.
Anything you can buy, I can buy cheaper. I can buy anything cheaper than you.
50 cents.
40 cents.
30 cents.
20
No,
cents.
you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can say, I can say softer.
I can say anything softer than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
I can drink the liquor faster than a flicker.
I can drink it quicker and get even sicker.
I can open any safe.
Without getting caught.
Sure.
That's what I thought, you crook.
Any note you can hold, I can hold longer.
I can hold any no longer than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No,
Yes,
you
I
can't.
Anything you can wear, I can wear better. And what you wear, I look better than you.
In my coat.
And your vest.
In my shoes.
And your hat.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can say, I can say faster.
I can say anything faster than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
I
Yes, I
can.
can.
I can. I can. I can jump a hurdle.
I can wear a girdle.
I can knit a sweater.
I can fill it better.
I can do most anything.
Can you make a pie? Neither can I.
Any note you can sing, I can sing sweeter.
I can sing any